to go over the latest bracketology for Division One men's basketball. Is like the 1 through 4 seeds. If you're a 1 through 4 seed, you will play at home for the first 2 rounds. Though it's not guaranteed that you will get to the Sweet 16. I mean, upsets could happen, and obviously there's still time for those 5 seeds that are not mentioned on the 1 through 4 to become a 4 or possibly a 3 seed. So I'm just saying that up front. Obviously, you can improve yourself with the conference tournament from like 6 to 5 or 6 to 4, like 5 to 4. Or you could get worse, like, for example, a 7 seed to a 9 seed or 8 seed or a 10 seed or from like a 1 to a 2 or 2 to a 3, but 3 to 4. But you get the whole point, or even 4 to 5. But you all get the whole point there. So the 1 seeds would be South Carolina, Stanford, Ohio State, and UCLA. The 2 seeds would be Iowa, Texas, LSU, and USC. The 3 seeds would be UConn, Virginia Tech, NC State, and Oregon State. The 4 seeds would be Gonzaga, Colorado, Indiana, and Notre Dame. And we'll have to monitor the injuries to Virginia Tech on Elizabeth Kelly. It is a knee injury. And Indiana women's basketball player Mackenzie Holmes. Those are 2 big names right there. And Molly Davis from Iowa did get hurt recently, though it's not big of a name, but it's a starter regardless. So now, who are on the bubble? Which teams are? I'm going to start with the last 4 byes. And all these are just conference tournaments, and I'm not going to say those conference tournaments unless it's not obvious otherwise. Like Marquette is on the last 4 byes. We know what the conference is. It's Big East. Then Michigan, Auburn, and Maryland. The last 4 in: Mississippi State, Washington State, Vanderbilt, and Green Bay is part of the Horizon League, by the way. So they're on that last 4 in list. The first 4 out: Texas A&M, Columbia, and which that's an Ivy League school, as we all know. But for those that do not know, it's only for the top 4 teams, like 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3. So Columbia essentially has to win their conference tournament to think about getting in the NCAA tournament. And there's Penn State and Villanova. The next 4 out: Arizona, St. Joseph's, which is the A-10, by the way. And they have to win their conference tournament just to even think about getting in. And there's Washington and Cal. So I'm just saying, all those teams out there, and you don't want to, if you're on those, like especially the last 4 in and first 4 out, you don't want like some team that is automatically going to get in the NCAA tournament anyway in a one big conference when they're good enough to be in. You don't want that to happen like at Gonzaga, for example. I mean, if somebody else wins the West Coast Conference tournament other than Gonzaga, somebody's going to take a spot from a at-large spot. I'm just saying. Or like, for example, like Columbia takes that spot, it would hurt. And if Green Bay doesn't win their conference tournament, it would hurt Green Bay. Or if Green Bay wins their conference tournament, it would hurt Vanderbilt. Or Washington State or Mississippi State. But you guys get the whole point here. And you got to control your own destiny and win games and win your conference tournament if you can. That is only if you can. And try and make it as far as possible. Because you don't want to rely on teams losing. That's just to sneak in. Either. So, we're going to have to wait and see what happens. So, anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe. See you guys later on the road to 600 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more. So, my money out this course, like a video. Comment video really helps YouTube algorithm so more people see it. Sharing the video does help as well so more people can watch. And if you're watching and not subscribed, hit subscribe button. It's free the notification bell as well. And I'll go over that next week. Just a one time. And I know maybe for those bubble teams, they might not have a game. I'm just going to just name the team who's on that bubble. So just give yourself a broad picture on that situation, especially with selection show a week from this next Sunday. So the 17th to be exact. So I just wanted to clarify on that for the future.